and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the Colorado Rockies. John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you, singing a guy who could change this game with one swing of the bat. And Lowry's Montero. He, of course, leads their team in home runs.
Yeah, Boog, he's been such a force at the plate, and it seems like every time he connects, the ball is traveling out of the ballpark. So when you have such a threat like that, other guys in the lineup should get good pitches to hit because they're trying to get those outs instead of having to face him in a big situation. Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season, and when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one. Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Luis Matos, the next Giant to hit. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. In the air, left field, drifts towards it, and makes the grab. And there's one down. Here's the Giants lineup. Not a team that usually sees a lot of pitches or works a ton of walks, Chris. They take a more aggressive approach than some of the other teams in the league.
They definitely have a few free swingers in this lineup, hitters who want to be on the attack, and that's great as long as you got pitches in the zone. But if the pitcher's able to expand the zone, it can be very difficult for an offense like this to get going. You've got to somehow draw some walks, put some runners on base so that when you do have those free swingers come up, you can cash in with some runs that are plated.
And now it's Wilmer Flores. That's through there for a strike. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Estrada, the runner at first with 1 gone to the inning. Outside low. Ball 2.
2-1.
Fought off foul.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there. I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Fastball for a strike. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're just getting started here in the top of the first. The 0-2. Way high.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far.
Down on strikes. And that is that. One left for San Francisco. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Coors Field, getting the nod in this one, Robbie Ray. What do you have on him?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. Here's Colorado's DH, Sean Bouchard. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one.
1-0.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one.
1-1.
Little up front there as he swings through it.
1-2. Count.
And another ball.
2-2.
The pitch. That one
ball.
misses. Ball three.
You got a full count.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. And now it's Elias Diaz. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. One out, base is empty. Got a good eye there.
Ball. 1-1.
Center field. Gets under it. Puts it away from the out. 2 away. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. And this offense is really clicking right now, Chris.
That's a good feeling in that dugout over there. You feel like when you walk to the plate, you're going to get a knock. You're going to drive in a run. You're going to do something productive, even if it's just get a walk to keep the line moving. And that's a great feeling to have. They've got it bottled right now.
Charlie Blackmon in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Next offering is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Second inning coming up here in Denver. No score. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's J.D. Davis. Gomber, the tall lefty, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2014. Gomber back to work. That one down the line, and foul ball. Now the 0-1. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
That one misses. Now 2-2.
It's a good take.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Bryant trying to get there. And there's one away.
That is good. The left fielder.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate.
It's so easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Mike Yastrzemski, originally drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019. San Francisco's really where He got a shot to
No
play.
ball. 1 strike.
Second inning here, no score. There's the sinker at the knees for a strike. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Bill, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
That missed. That's
The
the
pitch
ball.
timer expired before he started his
1-2.
windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball.
No
2
fair right
strikes.
there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And it's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
So here's Murphy now. And there's the ball. Conforto, the runner at first with 2 gone. He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. Swing and a ball popped up. Settles underneath it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Chris Bryant now.
The center fielder, Chris Bryant.
And the pitch. Now 1
1-0.
miss. Next
Ball
offering
high.
upstairs.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Next
Yeah.
offering is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something well timed.
3-2. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out
Batting
over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Ryan McMahon in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that's a little bit high. And the count even 1-1. The pitch. That one finds the zone. And it's
1 ball,
1-2.
2 strikes.
Right through there, got it. And now 2 gone.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
The 0-1.
Yeah.
Strike. Looking. 3 up, 3 down, inning over.
They've impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here in Denver, now here is Tyler Fitzgerald.
Tyler Fitzgerald.
Gomber back to work. Popped up left side. Settles under this one. One up, one down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
So the lineup flips over. Thairo Estrada to the plate. He's 1 for 1. Led off the game with a single.
That's down.
Missed.
That's the ball.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Top of the third, no score. One down, base is empty. Ground ball up the middle, that's a base hit.
Now, the 7th.
One gone, runner at first. Luis Matos, the next Giant to hit. He's 0 for 1. Fastball for a strike. Estrada over at first with one away.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. I mean, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. It looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. Not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
And now it's going to be Wilmer Flores. Hit in the air, center field. Bryant makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So the Giants leave one. Still no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Nolan Jones. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. Fastball for a strike.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Wouldn't chase that time. Strike 2. 2
and 2.
Here comes the pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Matos under this one. And it's caught for the out.
Batting in, the second baseman.
Now it's Brendan Rodgers. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Now this is in the air down the line. And a foul ball. And a pitch. In the air, left field, down the line, drifts towards it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Batting ninth, the first baseman.
And now here's Lowry's Montero. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 outs, base is empty. And that's in there at the knees. Good eye right there.
That's the ball.
And another ball. 2 down, nobody on. And he walked it.
That's out. Ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Out to short, Fitzgerald. They take the force out with room to spare, and that's the inning. So 1 left for Colorado, and we are still scoreless. And we're back. And now Jorge Soler.
The designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
The pitch. And ball 1.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And now 2-0.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And he deals. Hard hit down the line and left. Could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay, not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and lifted into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Go-ahead run on base. Down to third baseman, J.D. Davis. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one fouled off. Soler stands at second with no outs. Right side, Rogers tosses to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Yastrzemski in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Swing, and he breaks his bat. That's a foul ball. Left-hand hitter waits. Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. On the run. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
The right fielder,
Michael Porter will climb in.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
0-1.
Now stays alive. Two outs. Hard hit left side. Zips it across, and that's the third out. But they push across 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Giants 1 and the Rockies nothing. Bottom of the 4th. Here is Elias Diaz.
the catcher, Elias Diaz.
The lefty fires.
That's up. That's the ball.
So a man on base to start the inning.
With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a long dart in there, and he found a way.
Here's Charlie Blackmon. In the air, left field, and it drops in.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Right. Swings through it for strike one. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. A gigantic blast. And now they're out front. It's 3-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And that's in for a strike.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Off the mark there. 1-1. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Up next to Colorado,
Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Caught looking his first time up. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Not even close there. And the count is 1-2. Tovar tries to hold up, appeal to first, and Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. Base is empty, one away. You're in game one of this three-game set. On the ground to the left. Into the outfield, base hit. So, man aboard. Now here's Nolan Jones. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Fastball catches the corner at the knees. Beats on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike three.
Well, take a look at the pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. Right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the bottom of the fourth. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score, and they're up by 3.
Picks himself up an RBI. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Next for Colorado, Lowry's Montero. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Picks up strikeout number 7. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and leave 1. We've played 4. It's the Rockies 4 and the Giants 1. Back here at Coors Field, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Tom Murphy. And a pitch. And that's down and away. Murphy, in his 7th season, 33 years old, he joined the team as a free agent. Close, but called a ball. That's ball 2.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It shut down inning time.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Full count.
And a pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 1 gone here.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. It goes off speed. Gets the out.
The batter will be the shortstop, Tyler Fitzgerald. That's a strike. 0-1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're at the top of the 5th. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Backs and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way. But that time, a little anxious.
So the batting order turns over. Thairo Estrada, the next Giant to hit. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder. That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Going to count 1 and 2.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Out towards left center. That one gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
And now Luis Matos. Fastball for a strike. Two outs. Swings and misses. Struck him out. 1 left for San Francisco, and they trail it 4-1. Bottom of the inning. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Sean Bouchard. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. The line to kick the pitch. Out to short. Sends it to Flores. 1 up, 1 down.
The catcher, number 35.
So in now for Colorado, Elias Diaz. 1 for 2. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. Bob Melvin hands the baseball over. That'll do it for Robbie Ray. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. They hand the the ball over to a new arm, Ethan Small.
Number 46.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And at second with one away. Now it's Charlie Blackmon. That one's upstairs, ball one. And that's ball one. And that drops in for a strike. And it's second. Swings and misses. That is strike two.
I think you're sitting off speed, though.
Line drive, base hit. Around third, the throw in. But it's off right. It's 5-1.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
One down. Chris Bryant gets a chance to hit here. He's already homered here in this one. Right through there for a strike. Man at first, one away. Gets him to chase after that one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down.
No, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
McMahon, the next to hit, takes ball one. And that one fouled off. One run across to the frame so far. Last half of inning number 5. In there. And so now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball. This one chopped up the middle. Estrada fires over to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 5-1. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Denver, top 6. And now the first baseman, Wilmer Flores. The wind of the pitch. Splits the plate, and it's 0-1. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. He makes it safely with a leadoff double in the 6th.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Austin Gomber gives way, and he exits with a nice lead. Threw the ball well, and we'll have a new pitcher when we come back. Number 31 comes on now.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Stepping in, Jorge Soler.
Yeah!
A big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Flores at second with nobody out. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Slings it across. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. Now it's J.D. Davis.
Number 7, J.D. Davis.
And it's fouled away. The Rockies leading by 4, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Rocketed out towards right center, and that's a base hit. Around third, fires it to the plate. He's safe.
No, he's in there, safe.
These guys today are so great at handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Mike Yastrzemski getting ready to hit. That clips the corner.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The Rockies leading by 3 here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Fastball for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to try to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball. I'll see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the...
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Well, they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 5-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the shortstop is Ezekiel Tovar. Small, back to work.
No,
And that's outside. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Next offering in there for a strike.
1 and 2.
Count 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. Nolan Jones will hit next.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That's down and in. That to right. Conforto under it. He makes the grab. And a couple of quick outs.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Here's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. This one grounded to Davis. Whips it to first. That ends the frame. Rockies are down quietly. They're still out in front, 5-2. Top of inning number 7. And digging in for San Francisco, Tom Murphy. The right-hander back to work. Fastball for a strike. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder right there.
Just misses. And it's 1 and 2. In the air out towards right center. Blackman settles underneath it. Brings it in. And there's 1 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Tyler Fitzgerald.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First pitch, and he just misses. Swing and a foul straight back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Estrada stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a miss.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
McMahon fires over to first. And that is the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail at 5-2. And we're back. Bottom of the seventh. Down the plate. And Lowry's Montero. And the pitch. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. In the air out to center. Matos puts it away. And a quick out, number one.
The batter, the designated hitter,
Sean Bouchard digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That one's in there. Strike one.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom of the seventh. Swings and misses, and there's 2 away.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
the catcher, Elias.
2 outs, base is empty. Elias Diaz digging in for the Rockies. Out to short, Fitzgerald. Fires across the diamond, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Rockies, and it remains 5-2. For the top of the 8th, and now the center fielder, Luis Matos. The pitch. That one at the knees for a strike.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W. Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count. And 1 away. Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
1 ball, no
Flores
strikes.
at the plate and takes high there. Next
No, that's
offering is
down.
downstairs. The Giants trailing by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 2-2. And looking at the strikeout.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Left side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Soler, the next to hit, takes outside. Checked his swing of the 1-0 and appeal to first. Didn't go.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
2 down, nobody on. That's the third base hit. That was smoked through the infield.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really
Jake Bird gets the call from the pen.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Number 59, Jake Bird.
At the plate, J.D. Davis. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And that one is off the wall. The throw into second, coming home. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. He scores. It's 5-3.
Everything came together for him. That could be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spit off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
The tying run at the plate.
Nope, ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And a 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
They've been very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Writes that one away, still 1-2. Tying run at the plate. Jump throw. They limit the damage here. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 5-3. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Coors Field. Now it's the right fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Charlie Blackmon.
さあ、抑えやっとくか。
As the lefty gets to work. Fought off foul. Here comes the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Wouldn't chase that
ball.
time.
2-1.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
At the plate now as he chases after that one.
No ball. 1 strike.
That's off the
ball.
mark.
That's down.
It's a ball and 2 strikes. That one just misses.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
2-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one not close. And it's 3-2.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch.
うわー、置いた。
Way back there, on its way, gone. A massive home run. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that.
第7号か。
If you hit the ball that far, you know we're going to check the numbers. Let's go back to the nerd herd and StatCast. That was impressive. Now here's Tyler Rogers on the pen. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Number 71, Tyler Rogers.
Ryan McMahon digs in now. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Warming Bernabeu. Just missed. Rogers, in his 5th season, he features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ripped to short. Gets it to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, the shortstop.
And here is Ezekiel Tovar. 1 for 3. Late on that fastball. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Number 74 getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Beck also throwing. Here comes the 0-1.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Out to short. Throws to first in time. 2 outs, bases empty. Digging in, Nolan Jones. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Looks like a pinch hitter for the Rockies. Number 62.
Number 62.
That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Foul ball there. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Two outs, and that just misses. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And the righty deals.
Yeah,
He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. But the Rocks bring in 2 on this big fly. Last chance coming up for the Giants. Staying in the game on defense, Bernabeu. He'll play third after coming into the game as a pinch hitter. Also into the ball game, number 62. He'll be out in left field. And here is Michael Conforto. Now into the ball game on defense, Jacob Stallings.
Now
he takes over behind the plate.
Jacob
Center.
Also entering the game, Brenton Doyle. He'll be patrolling center field.
ショートか。セカンド。セカンドにするか。
Also into the ball game,
now playing number 3, Adael Amador.
And here it comes. Just missed. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
The 1-2. And another ball. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. He's 2 outs away. Now it's Tom Murphy. That's in for a strike.
0-1.
Bases empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the ninth. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Pitch out there, and there are 2 down.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. An 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Foul ball. This could end it. Yeah, that skips into there. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
ようやく初勝利か。よっしゃ。なんか偉い。派手なのもらったな。ようやく上がったか。まあ、ほぼほぼ変わらんな、この辺は。借金が7か。まあ、まずは5割やな。さあ、では。